Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Cryotic Flame video. We are now attacking Endor. And you know what I think about this map. It's very difficult to attack. And for some reason I took a fighter instead of a bomber. So in this first stage you almost always want to be a bomber because of the Q ability and because you can do massive damage to the objective. But for some reason again I chosen a fighter. So yeah, let me write that wrong and choose a fighter. I mean a bomber. So I really, how can I say this? I really wish that the modding community, I mean modding in this game was a bit easier. Because currently I'm seeing the Kyber team, you know, and the Battlefront Plus and Battlefront Extended teams struggle a little bit. They are doing a great job. I'm not saying that, but in my opinion they are working much slower than they could have if they had mod support for Battlefront 2. That's my opinion. And apparently there is absolutely no mod support or almost any way to mod the Starfighter Assault game. I was asking the Kyber guys, you know, if they have some plans, you know, working together with the Battlefront Plus guys to introduce some new fighters, some new Starfighter maps. Really difficult. I mean, they said it's probably not fully impossible. I almost crashed there. It's probably not fully impossible. Maybe they could, for example, change a map by using a previous map, like for example Endor, and just changing stuff on it, you know, adding more maybe corvettes, more lives or something like that. Maybe even that could be good enough, you know, a balanced version of Starfighter Assault when the Kyber servers are ready for, you know, the public launch. I hope it's really soon. I think the last they said it should be autumn 2025, but I'm not sure. The current playtest, let's say, is quite good, you know, it's quite workable. But we definitely need more players, because currently only on weekends there's, you know, full matches. And the regular game, you know, this what you're seeing now, it has full matches pretty much all the time, especially, you know, as I say multiple times in the comments, especially in weekends and on PC. I don't know, I'm hoping for a better future, you know, for the Star Wars games. And as I said previously, I really look forward to seeing what EA does with the Lost Company. What's the name, right, of the new Star Wars game, similar as Ascom, right? Lost Company. But I guess we are a long way from it. You know, they just announced it. It's not ready for release like the Oblivion game was. That was amazing, actually, from Bethesda. They announced the game. I mean, first somebody leaked it, probably on purpose. And then they announced it and launched it within 3 or 4 days since the first leak. Amazing. I'm just being quiet, seeing if a Corvette killed me. Come on. It's very close, 6%. Hopefully somebody is attacking the objective. He is 3%, 2% because I might not make it to the objective. And great job, great freaking job, good. So what I was saying, Lost Company, yes. No, lost my train of thought with Mol. I cannot remember. Anyway, yeah, so we passed the first objective. You know, it's not guaranteed on this map. It's quite difficult actually to do. So the second objective now, need to focus the objectives pretty much. But we need to get rid of the enemies in the spawn. I'm so annoyed that I cannot remember what I was saying. Gosh damn it. Okay, so yeah, again, here for the second objective, Bomber is also great. You know, again, the Q ability. When you use the Q ability and run through the debris, you're very difficult to attack. The F ability, I actually upgraded the dual proton torpedoes, so they do massive amounts of damage now to the objective. Oh yes, I was talking about Oblivion. Yes. So while we struggle to attack the objective, let me talk about Oblivion some more. So yes, of course I played Oblivion, I played Morrowind as well, and Skyrim of course. So I'm going to play the remastered Oblivion, probably not for YouTube, just for myself. But yeah, they done a great job, you know, no extra marketing needed. Just do a good job with the remaster and you're off. Hopefully many other, you know, game creators learn from this. Because, you know, it's awesome. Hopefully they now do the same for Morrowind. If they do it for Morrowind, but they need to upgrade more, not just the graphics. You know, they need to upgrade the gameplay because it's a great game. It's probably one of the best Elder Scrolls games, but it's quite old now. You know, it didn't have dialogue for most of the... This is dangerous. It didn't have dialogue for most of the quests. Not even the main quest. I think it's fully dialogue ready for Morrowind. Most of it is text-based. So if they do that, then Bethesda will be back to its glory days, and then they could do it for Fallout New Vegas. Imagine that. I don't know. Maybe we're wishing too much. They have announced Elder Scrolls 6, so maybe they are going to use this momentum now. We did a great job here, so we cleared the second objective in great time. So I hope they use this momentum to release Elder Scrolls 6, then remaster Morrowind, then do remaster of Fallout New Vegas, maybe in Fallout 3. I don't know. I'm probably wishing for too much. But one can dream, you know. Maybe we'll get all of that before Battlefront 3. Which, from one side, I'll be sad, but from another, you know, they'll prove that they're a much better company than EA. Anyway, this last objective is the most difficult in my opinion, because they are spawning right behind the Mon Calamari, and we are spawning way in front of the Star Destroyer, so we need to pass the debris and then go into the open and then have a chance to attack the objective. The first part actually is not that difficult. It's the components of the Mon Calamari are visible. I love that there is Imperial March every time you spawn in as Vader. This is probably Luke that I'm targeting. Kill, Savior, Hardlock, yes, destroyed hero ship. Let's look. And I'm dead. Poor target. Oh, there is Imperial March, right? When you die as well. Little bit disrespectful for Vader, but whatever.
They weren't expecting special forces.
So I'm hoping you guys are having a great weekend. Hoping you guys also have, how do I say, looking forward to spring. The weather outside is amazing. Too bad for my viewers from Australia. There are probably not too many of you. But now winter is starting. I mean, it's probably autumn now there, if you have autumn. But soon winter will start. It's a little bit messed up. We actually have a lot of people from our country that have immigrated to Australia, to Sydney mostly, and Melbourne. And when summer comes here, you know, from June onwards, they are coming back to my country, and when autumn comes in my country, they're going back to Australia. So they're perpetually in summer and spring and a little bit of autumn. That was stupid crash with me. But I was targeted anyway, I might have died otherwise. So currently we are not doing the best job possible. We have 60 lives and 63% HP left. It's difficult to do this. We probably get through the top objectives, but then the components on underneath the Mon Calamari are even more difficult to target. It depends actually, but they are difficult. But the enemies are, you know, pressing us very hard. We are losing quite a lot of the lives without dealing any damage to the Mon Calamari. But it is what it is, you know, this map is notoriously difficult to attack for a reason. And I'm wasting time now with Yoda. At least, hopefully I'm going to kill him. Yes, at least that. And at this point I think I know that we cannot do the objective, but it's my, you know, prerogative to try. And as you can see, the components from our side of the spawn are already destroyed and the other side, well, weren't destroyed. So we lost. We had a great game actually, but we lost. So I'm thinking maybe I should include also the defensive side from this match. What do you guys think? Yeah, let me include that as well. So let's watch the end screen and we're going to continue right with the defensive side. So in this side, of course, we have all the advantage. They are spawning way behind the Star Destroyer there. And they have to target the objective and we only have to hunt wabbits. And wabbits we're going to hunt. Your Q ability won't save you, buddy. Oh buddy, oh pal. Plus I think, yes, definitely, the bot kills also count as kills, as they're losing tickets for them. Maybe they should have balanced that differently, maybe they should cost half a ticket or something. Or maybe every 3 killed 1 ticket, you know, especially on this more difficult maps to attack. Because there are a lot of enemy bots and they are losing a lot of lives because of them. But it is what it is, you know, it's in the game. And, you know, EA pulled the plug before DICE can, you know, balance the game. DICE or Motive, depends which, you know. I think Motive Interactive was in charge of this mode. So when you're defending, life is very easy. Because you just spin in circles and destroy enemies. We have already 12 kills and they haven't even hit us once so far. You know, because they don't have time to waste with you. And they started hitting me now. But again, even they're wasting time now with me, which is not great for them. So anything you do as a defender is a win here. The enemies just needs to be blind-sided and just focus the objective hard. You know, using Mole, using Kylo, using the bombers. And I'm thinking here we pretty much won it, you know, because it's 78% of defense and just 60, they have 60 tickets. So let me try and level Rey. You know, some people don't like the sound of the blaster from Rey, but I know it looks, I mean, it sounds pretty nice to me. And I think, yes, this is the short if you have seen it. I'm going to crash. Going to crash with the Corvette. But the healing power actually from the Rey's Falcon, people really might want me to say Rey's Falcon, but the healing power, the E ability for the Falcon is amazing. It lasts so long and it heals so much. Plus I do have another card that when I press the Q ability on an enemy, it heals 150 HP per second as well. Like this. You notice it now. It's healing now even though my E ability is off cooldown. I mean on cooldown. and we won. It was that easy. Yeah, so that's why I sometimes include the defensive side of Endor, just so you can see when we get to the last objective, we are actually doing a great job, even if we don't succeed on it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.